Brain fog. For me, brain fog was I couldn't think straight. I just felt out of it. I just felt like a zombie. Changing our mindset that we're worth investing in ourselves.
Or functionally, that's you can do now that you couldn't do 2 months ago.
Cooking and having fun with my kids. Actually, the other day we turned on the sprinklers and I ran with them around in the sprinklers. That's big for me.
Hi, everyone. I'm Maggie Yu, MD, functional and holistic medicine physician and owner of Transform. Today, we have Gabriella in our interview today, and she is a great example of someone who's been diagnosed with multiple autoimmune diseases for over 16 years of her life. Hear how she's been able to turn this around just over 2 months, in less than 2 months of working with us in Transform Autoimmune. Understanding the pain that people with autoimmunity go through and the level of impact it has upon their relationship with other family members is really key. Let's see what she has to say. Okay, Gabriella, tell us about you.
My name is, like you said, Gabriella, and I have 3 children. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I was diagnosed with mixed connective tissue disease in April of this year. Prior to that, I had been diagnosed with hyperthyroidism, actually Graves disease at 25, later became hyperthyroidism due to radiation.
So multiple autoimmune disease diagnoses. You most recently, this is your 3rd diagnosis because you've had multiple diagnoses with Graves and then low thyroid and then now mixed connective tissue disorder. And how old are you?
41.
Okay, here's a question. What would you say based on those? Because a lot of people aren't familiar with mixed connective tissue disorder. What would you say are your top 3 symptoms that you were dealing with prior to joining our program?
Prior to the program, I had extreme fatigue, hard to get out of bed, brain fog, and muscle pain, joint pain. It was just really, really unbearable. And I've had symptoms with the thyroidism before, but this was just at the ultimate high.
Can you give people the level of intensity? So you say fatigue on a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being the worst fatigue you've ever experienced. What number were you at just 2 months ago?
10 plus, really.
And brain fog?
About a 9.
What the hell is brain fog?
Brain fog? For me, brain fog was I couldn't think straight. I just felt out of it. I just felt like a zombie. Okay. I felt like I couldn't hear my kids.
So mentally, it was extreme fatigue and an inability to focus, and that's 10 out of 10 for you.
Yeah.
What about the pain? Tell me about the pain. What level was it and where was it?
The pain was at a 10 as well. I had never experienced so much joint pain, weakness of the muscles, and it was hard for me to get out of bed. It was hard for me to do anything. It was just really at a 10.
A lot of people don't realize that just because you have 1, 2, or even 3 autoimmune diagnoses, it doesn't mean that you don't have 10, 20, 30 areas with vague symptoms all over your body. These are not mysterious. They're just other targets of autoimmune attack. So question for you, which is, do you remember, because the impact these symptoms have had on your life, tell me a moment where you realized with these symptoms that you hit rock bottom.
Well, the one I could clearly remember right now was, I just remember one day having a really bad headache. It was horrible. I couldn't do anything. I wanted to just cry. My body hurt. I was extremely fatigued that day. I had been already for a while. And I was afraid for my kids to see me this way. I even had to go into the garage because I had to get myself together. I just started crying, and I really honestly asked God, I need you right now. I don't know what to do with this. And I didn't want to have my kids see me that way because I know they would worry. But I knew I can't live like this, and I need to figure something out. And I had no direction other than I was just looking through the internet to find out some kind of cure. I know doctors say there's no cure, but I knew there had to be something out there.
Sounds so familiar because I went through this at 36. And I don't know if you're familiar with my story, but I went through a very similar low point where I was literally on the ground and I kneeled and I prayed and I said, God, there has to be something better than this. Mm-hmm. So I don't think you're alone in having that moment. I think all of us have a bathroom floor moment just like that who are dealing with autoimmunity.
Yeah.
So question, you just finished our 2-month online program, working directly with me and my team.
Yes.
And everybody wants to know, what are the results in just the past 2 months? You just this 2 months working with us. Where are you at with these symptoms?
Oh my gosh, brain fog is gone. I'm able to help my kids with distance schooling. You know, as all parents, where most of us are having to teach our kids, and I'm able to do that. A few months ago, I would not have been able to do that. I have way more energy. My husband says, "You're up and moving around, and I don't see you falling asleep everywhere anymore." And you know, before you were so tired, and you would just have to just go to bed and you know, I wasn't around, you know, I really wasn't. And just in the 2 months, I've regained my energy. I'm able to be present with my children. The major thing is just the fatigue, the major, you know. So yeah,
Yep.
it's just in 2 months. That's it.
Whoa. Okay. So you just said when you started this, when we started this rolling on this video, you said doctors say there is no cure, right? And my question for you is that how many years have you been dealing with doctors dealing with thyroid or mixed connective tissue disorder?
Well, when I was 25, and I was given, you know, first of all, the doctors, I had a goiter. Doctors could not diagnose me. They thought I was just a swollen, I don't know, swollen glands. And it was actually my chiropractor that caught it.
Mm-hmm. Well,
But
now you know why you have, or anyone would have a goiter.
right, because it's trying to protect the thyroid from it getting,
Autoimmune.
yeah,
Yes, it's your thyroid trying to protect itself. Exactly.
right.
So why do you think doing this program, Transform Autoimmune, for the past 2 months, working directly with us, why are you getting completely different results than you did for those 15 years?
Wow. Just the empowerment of the education, learning the root causes
Mm-hmm.
of where this is coming from. I mean, finding out about my hormones was huge.
Yes, the Holy Grail.
Yes, and finding out that I was stage 3 adrenal fatigue. I mean,
Yeah.
I couldn't get out of bed, and just the nutrition, the importance of having the sugar balance. I never knew that. You know, I would do fasting a lot before, and not knowing it wasn't good for me at the time because of my health,
Yeah.
hydration. So, I mean, just the education and the empowerment to take your health back is.
Well, I love what you said. You said, I didn't know, right? But the thing is that the doctors treating you also didn't know what the root cause approach is, didn't know that any of these things even mattered. It's not like it's your fault.
Right. Yeah.
Right. Um, if you had to say, you said hormones was huge. Okay. So none of your symptoms that you mentioned, most people and most doctors would even attach or associate with hormones. What makes you think now that hormones is so huge?
Oh gosh. Because as I'm getting results with my hormones, I'm getting results with with not just the thyroidism, but just overall everything. I'm taking care of these things, the hormones, and it's helping with my autoimmune.
Yeah.
Less pain, less joint pain, no fatigue, you know, and no brain fog.
Okay.
And
Joint pain though. What you said you were a 10 out of 10. What's your number right now?
1 or 2.
Woo!
Yeah.
When was the
I
last time in the last 15 years you were 1 or 2?
Oh my gosh. I can't even remember.
Okay, so I have a question, which is think a little bit, what's something that you do effortlessly now that 2 months ago you thought was impossible?
Oh, making sure that I eat on time, making sure that I'm nourishing my body with the right food. Because before I love cooking and I love doing all that, but I didn't take care of myself to make sure that I really had the nutrition for myself.
So self-care seemed impossible before, and now you're able to do it effortlessly.
Yes.
Okay, what's something that you really enjoy and have fun doing now, or functionally you can do now that you couldn't do 2 months ago?
Cooking, cooking and having fun with my kids.
Ooh, okay. When was the last time you had fun with your kids, and what did you do?
Well, we went to the beach,
Uh,
played in the water. Actually, the other day we turned on the sprinklers and I ran with them around in the sprinklers. That's big for me.
Is okay. All right. That's incredible. So my next question is going to be, before you joined the program, if you had any hesitation at all, what almost kept you from joining the program?
To be honest, just investing in myself. The investment, because I told my husband, like, well, what if we can't do this, as far as finances? He's like, no, you're worth this. We have to do this. And it showed me where my mentality was too. And that's what I love about your program too, is the mindset, changing our mindset that we're worth investing in ourselves, no matter what the price is, because there's no price for health.
People say that, but people say there's no price for health. But at the same time, people don't fully comprehend what that means. Is you got to take actions to actually, like you're saying that you needed your husband to say you were worth it.
Yeah.
Where is that self-worth coming from now?
It's coming from here.
Yes.
From here. Yeah. Yeah.
Are you worth these results?
Oh, yes. Yes, definitely.
All right. What would you say was the biggest aha in the program for you?
Again, the adrenals. Finding out about the adrenals, learning how to balance the hormones. That was the big, I felt like this is the root. This is a major root.
The sad thing is, Gabriella, what you just said, stage 2 or stage 3 adrenal fatigue, 99% of conventionally trained doctors and endocrinologists have no clue what you just said, and is going to tell you that it's BS. Doesn't exist. Adrenal fatigue does not exist. What do you say to that?
Baloney.
You sort of talk like Dr. Maggie.
I know.
I'm rubbing off on you. I'm not supposed to swear on these videos. I was like, it's baloney.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. How do you think feeling better has changed your relationships?
My husband, I just feel more present with him. My children, just having the energy to just spend time with them and play with them. It was hard before for them to want to play with me, and I just felt too tired, and it's really just enriching our relationships a lot more.
So you're finally actually not just living in your body, you're present in your life, in relationship with the people you love.
Yes.
I love that. Thank you. You rock.
Thank you for your mentorship. Thank you for your program. That's another thing that was big, is your mentorship. Thank you so much, because everything that you've imparted in us, it really is helping us to succeed and to not settle. So I just thank you so much. My family thanks you.
Man, I hope you enjoyed that interview as much as I did. That was a gut wrencher. Gabriella is real. She's a working mom, and to see the level of pain that she was in and the impact of investing in herself has been with, think about that, 15, 16 years of struggling and not being able to get results, and only told you're going to get worse and worse, but being able to turn that around in 2 months. Level of pain, level of 10 out of 10, now 1 or 2 in just 2 months. So I'm really, really proud of Gabriella. I hope you guys enjoyed that interview. And if you did, make sure that you post a comment in the comment section. And also, sharing is caring. Someone may not listen to you, but they may listen to me or Gabriella. So if there's someone else that could benefit from watching Gabriella's video, post their name in the comment section now. And if you haven't already, join our Facebook group, Transform Autoimmune Disease Naturally, where we have tons of alumni, just like Gabriella and others in the community, in a kick-ass community, I might add, with lots of bonus trainings in our Facebook group. That's Transform Autoimmune Disease Naturally. Join the group. See you later. Bye, everybody.